Senators, I strongly believe that golf is a sport, just like badminton and archery. As Senator Singh stated in her speech, many other sources agree that golf is a sport. Sport is defined by the dictionary an activity involving physical exertion and skill, in which an individual or team competes against one another for entertainment. Golf does indeed possess all of the above elements needed of a sport. Recent polls indicate that 38% of Americans consider themselves to be fans of golf. This shows that golf does have a fan base, and one that is a decent size too. Also, golf will be included in the 2016 Summer Olympics, which proves that the world views golf as a sport. Senators, in golf, the goal is to earn the least amount of strokes on a hole. The challenge is the course itself, though. The course has many tricks you must overcome in order to succeed. By hitting the ball on the best side of the fairway possible, or in the best position possible, is the offense. But also the defense, because the course has already thrown all of those tricks for that shot. In golf, it not only requires hardcore strength to swing the club properly, but to direct the ball in the direction it needs to go. Many people underestimate how many muscles are used when you swing a golf club. Approximately 17 muscles are used when you swing a golf club. Tiger Woods and the upcoming star Jordan Spieth don't just sit around and go out and set records. They work out to be at the best, to be on the top of their game. Golf requires hours and hours of practice just to be okay. And it even takes a longer time to perfect it, similar to other sports. Golf has enough history and it is competitive enough to be considered as a sport. Professional golfers are considered athletes by mainstream media. The Associated Press named a golfer its female athlete 24 times, which is 30% of the honorees. Also, the Associated Press named a golfer its main athlete 9 times, or 11% of the honorees. Sport agents, sponsors, sporting good manufacturers all consider golf as a sport. As Senator Singh said, Nike's website calls golf a great sport and makes products to help golfers in their mental and physical peak. One of the best golfers, Tiger Woods, is the richest athlete in sports history. He's the first to surpass $1 billion in career earnings. Golf also has many things in common with other sports, such as men's and women's world tours with rankings, tournaments all over the world, millions of fans, television coverage, scoring, and winnings. Senators, here I conclude that golf is a sport for the reasons I have listed throughout my speech. And if you don't think golf is hard, you should try playing the sport. I strongly believe that golf fits the word athlete its true meaning. Thank you, and I am now open to questions.
Questions? Everyone intimidated? Senator, welcome.
Senator, golf was not included in the Olympics in the 1900s. This is because people did not believe it to be a sport. What do you say about this?
Back then, as Senator Singh stated in her speech, they didn't want people to play golf because they thought it was too amusing and distracting, because back then people were really into golf.
Senator Patlolla, you said there's a huge fan base, and so does American Idol. So American Idol should be part of Olympics then?
No, because American Idol is considered as an art, which is a singing. I'm saying it has a fan base to prove my point that golf does have a followers, which is required of a sport.
Senator Singh?
Well, in one golfer such as Tiger Woods, he was injured and he played a major and he won it. And usually in sports, you can't be injured and win or play and win.
That is true, but that just proves that he's a great golfer. And even though he broke his leg and still played, he was still using physical exertion and skill.
Okay, very nice. That was Senator